Hi everybody, I'm Kelly. Thanks for coming by. Sorry about my misty closet. I was going to close the door and I just forgot. I've been working on a few projects for Halloween this year, so I thought I would just do a quick intro and then we'll get into it and you guys can have a look and see what I've done. Please give me a like if you think it's pretty cool and consider coming back and checking me out some other time. Thanks. The one on top with the bat is kind of meant to be a candle mat or to sit on a shelf. It's 7 inches wide by about 13 and a half long. The pumpkin one on the bottom is more of a true mug rug. It's 5.5 wide and 10.5 long. This mug rug is 6 3/4 inches wide by 11.5 inches long. So a little bit bigger, but I never seem to make mine exactly 6 by 9. They're always kind of in the vicinity. I'm decorating up this ghost hanger. Got it at Dollar Tree. So far, it has 2 coats of white chalk paint. I've got the folk art stuff. Maybe should have sealed it, but it's not too bad. But you can see it's a bit scanty there. I'm going to do a coat of white acrylic and probably even 2 and go from there. Ghosty's all done. 2 coats of white chalk paint, 2 coats of white acrylic, a layer of satin Mod Podge, just a little bit of sheen. You can kind of see it. A little bit of hot glue for some Google eyes, and I replaced the burlap twine with some black twine I have. Next fall I want to get some of the mesh ribbon and swag it here, and I'm going to start collecting the wood letters so I can make Boo or something like that. But I have to collect a bunch up so I have enough of the right letters. But that'll be for next year. I'm going to use this cute skeleton fabric to make a Halloween bandana for Ferris. Max has one from before. It's kind of really big though, so I may or may not make him a slightly smaller one. And I'm making this the same way that I did the St. Patrick's Day bandana for Max a couple years ago, and I will link that below. I've got my ruler lined up on my 25 line, so I'm going to make it 25 inches square. Max's St. Patrick's Day one was 28 inches square, and Ferris is a little bit smaller than he is. Okay, I adjusted it to be 23 inches square. Should still fit Ferris just fine. After I made the bandana for Ferris, my daughter and I had a chat, and we decided we're not going to let him wear it until next Halloween in 2022. We have to keep everything in the house blocked off. I have a big board across my craft room. All the closets are shut. All the garbage cans are either closed completely with a latch or sitting up somewhere so he can't get it. Because he likes to eat stuff he's not supposed to. And he's come in here and he's eating fabric and bits of whatever. He likes dirty Kleenex. That's a favorite. Socks out of the laundry. He's only a year old and he already has an x-ray file about this thick at the vet. So we thought, well, if he squirms his way out of the bandana, I do them so that you tie a double knot behind the animal's neck and tie it this way or the other way around across the back, like the back of their shoulders. And usually it's pretty sturdy. But he's a wiggle worm that can actually even get out of his harness if he really wants to. So we thought, well, we better not trust him because he'll wiggle out of the bandana somewhere and probably eat it. Okay, I'm not sewing for nothing just because my dog's gonna eat the bandana. So after I made it, I'm like, oh well, hey, at least it's made, and we have a box full of bandanas for other ones because Max has got one, and Max has got a Christmas one, and we'll get there eventually. But for now, it's just gonna go in the box, and maybe next year Ferris will get to wear his bandana after he turns 2, grows a bit more brain power, because Bernie's mountain dogs stay puppy for a long time, and the brain doesn't quite. Yeah, maybe 18 months we'll get some where neurons firing going in there. So we'll see. So after all that, anyway, it's done. Whatever, it is what it is. Thanks for watching this bit anyways. I've got these 2 rum bottles painted with black chalk paint.
I thought they were cool with the black X. Looks sort of Halloween-y. Now, it's covered enough for my purposes. But I was using this chalkboard paint. It's the plaid one. And it doesn't cover as good as the decor chalk paint. So if I was going to put these in front of a window, you can kind of see through a little bit. But I'm just going to sit them on my mantle with some of those black and purple flowers in them. So for my purposes, they're good to go. What I am going to do, though, is cover them over with a layer of matte Mod Podge just to seal it up so that none of the paint comes off. Down the road, if I'm not happy with it, I might wind up doing more paint. But as far as it's going to be, it could be fine. I could theoretically put more paint on, but it's really hard to tell. It looks pretty black. I think it'll be fine. We'll go with it the way it is.